Hello, my friend. This is Alex Martinez. Hope all is well. Just wanted to do a quick video here on to let you know that age has nothing to do with retirement. And you're probably asking why you saying that, Alex? Because it doesn't. I talk to a lot of people, friends, family, ex coworkers, and sometimes we bump, ran into the conversation of asking, hey, when you gonna retire? When you gonna, well, it's not time yet. I gotta wait to the age of 62, 65, 67. And what do I mean by that? Because people focus on what basically the government sets up. They set up these actuaries to figure out when people gonna, how long people gonna last, right? So they set up these numbers, right? 60, it used to be 62. Then then they went to 65. Now, today's generation, like my age, is like 67, and soon it's going to go to 70, then it's going to go to 75, and who knows if it's going to go to the age of 80, So age does not define retirement, meaning that you could be 21, 22, 23 years old, right? And maybe you get a big $1 million, $2 million inheritance, right? That means that at the age of your early 20s, you could retire. Possible that you can retire that age, right? Or maybe if you play the lottery, the Powerball, you hit a big jackpot and you're like 35 years old and you could retire. Or maybe you own a few commercial real estate and then you sell them all and have, $2 or $3 million from your portfolio and you could retire, right? Early. So what I mean by that, don't focus on what everybody else is doing. Everybody else depends on the government, depends on for the future controlled by somebody else, instead of you taking control of your future by creating an online business so you don't have to depend on that. So you can start creating thousands and $2,000 and $3,000 and $10,000 months, and you could invest it correctly, right? I'm not no expert in investing, but I do have my financial advisor. And then you can retire earlier instead of waiting to the age of 62, 65, 70, whatever. And I'll tell you a quick story. My dad, I remember, he passed away this past January 6th. It's been 3 years now he passed away. But I remember when he retired from the town, the city, and his city job, and he was ready to, grab his pension and also thinking about, grabbing his Social Security. So they told him, hey, at this age of 62, you're going to get this amount of money. And then at age 65, you're going to get this amount of money. And then, he told me, Alex, I'm just going to take it at 62 years old because the difference between 62 and 65 is about $300 more. And I don't know how long I'm going to live, So I was like, Dad, do what you got to do. But anyway, my father worked like 50 years or whatever, his life, 45 years. And they were giving him a whopping of $1,488. This estimated to about $1,500 a month, right? But like I said before, he was scared that he might not outlive, so he wanted to take it at 62 as quick as possible, just in case, he'll die, And he took it, And my father, after that, probably lived like another 3 or 4 years, stuff started happening, open heart surgery, diabetes, and then at the end, the Lord took him, Why am I saying that? It's because my dad, like everybody else, they trusted the system. They trusted the system. Hey, I'm going to retire, get a little pension, if you have one, because pensions are basically gone nowadays, right? And then I'm going to grab my Social Security, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life. But I got news for you. It doesn't work that way. And what makes it even worse is that my mom, since she's like a lot younger than my father, they said that she can't get any benefit from a Social Security because she's too young. So they only gave her a $400 for his burial. It's a freaking joke, $400. You know what the average funeral costs today? About 15 to 20 grand, right? They gave her $400. And then they said, Miss Maria Martinez, which is my mother's name, at the age of 60, which is about, I don't know, at the time it was like 6 years more, you're only going to get a percentage depending on how much money you make in your part-time job, right? It's a freaking joke. So you telling me that my father worked his ass off, right? Excuse my French. And then my mother needs benefits because my father worked, his ass off, like I said, right? And then all of a sudden you're going to say, hey, you're only going to get a percentage. Here's $400, to bury your husband. Good luck. And that's the type of system that has been created out there, and we don't pay attention to that stuff. And I do, because I never depended on Social Security, because I always thought it was a joke. And no offense to anybody that's on Social Security. Hey, you worked your ass off for it. Hey, you deserve it, right? But I'm saying is that if you don't depend on the system, you can actually go out there and create a business, right? Online, especially, that's what I'm talking about today, and make triple that, 5 times, 10x that, whatever you benefit you're going to get on a monthly basis for you and your family in your future. So again, age does not have to do anything with retirement. Go out there and win for your family. And then this description, if it fits what you want to try to do for a business, I had 2 descriptions. I got an instant cash and also another business that pays you not instant but long term if you want, and they had coaching in there if you want. Anyways, if you like the video, please comment, share, click on the bell so you can get notified for other videos. Have a blessed day. Take care. And remember again, go out there and win and take over your future. Don't let anybody else take over and tell you what to do. Take care.